Okay, here's the website for Audiobook Boom. I'm just going to do a quick overview here, and if necessary or desired, I can break this up into parts because as I was going over it, I realized there are several parts going on. So the basic idea of Audiobook Boom is it starts with your Audible free codes that you get from Audible, and I think you get 25 of them or something like that. And you are allowed to share those with people, and they can then get your book for free, get your audiobook for free. So what Audiobook Boom is doing is they have the readers or the listeners, and they are then connecting you with those listeners. And here's their service, audiobookboom.com, and they talk about ads. It's $10. What do you get? You get your listing. On their site. They share it, that kind of thing. And they talk about their number of listeners and their different categories. You come down here, and here you pay the $10. It will direct you to a page. You register your book, and that's where you choose your category. Then you're going to get a spreadsheet. So buy now. It's PayPal, $10. There you go. Do your thing. To Jeffrey Kafer voiceovers. Great. So then when you've done that, you have your Audible codes ready. Then you're going to get this email, and it's going to give you a name, email, and a profile link. Now they recommend, and I agree, they recommend checking out the profile of each person. You might think, in the beginning, you think, I'll just send it to everybody. But if you check out that person and you realize, this person only reads, children's books or only reads romance, and wow, by the way, this person gives bad reviews, then don't send it to that person. So do be picky. Click on their profile link, click here, check them out, see what they've done. Also see, have they reviewed, 3 books? Have they reviewed 300 books? And just take a quick peek. You'll probably get a good idea. So then you're going to get this link, click here, and Audiobook Boom sets it all up for you. You're going to get this spreadsheet. Looks like this is exactly what you get. Here's your Google spreadsheet. I think it goes away after a while, so you're going to want to copy this. You got a date. You got their name. I've just made it smaller here, so I'm not sharing their names with everybody. But you get their full name, or you get the full name if they choose to put it. You get the email address. Then you get the link as well. And then this is important, US or UK. So here it's highlighted. The UK is for the UK store, and so you'll want to mention that in your email. Great. Then what I've done is, as they suggest, you make your own spreadsheet. So I've made my own spreadsheet, and what I've done here I've got which book I'm talking about, which country, and then my codes, and then first name, email, link. And one thing I did, and maybe this is overkill, but I just went and looked at each link and how many reviews did they do. Look at the difference here. 3, 2, 2, 4, and then 1,265. Who's that? And then 30 and 164. So here's one. So I don't know. They're new, but does that mean they won't leave a review? Not necessarily. I have a column here for when I sent the email, how I know this person, why I gave them a code. So here's somebody else. They're not through Audiobooks Boom, but through somebody else. And so when I sent the email, when I got a review, and then when they reviewed. And I think I've had more reviews than this, but I haven't just checked it off. So that's one step, but we're still not done because we haven't sent the email. And I'm purposely not going to go through this section right now because there are 2 or more ways to do it. One is copy paste. That's what I did the first time. Copy first name, copy, or even just copy email. Make a letter, and Audiobooks Boom gives you sort of a form letter. I would recommend looking at it, but not copying it word for word, just so these reviewers probably get this stuff all the time. Make it a little bit your own. One thing I like to do is tell a little bit of your story. Why'd you write this book? What's your story? Why are you a real person? And how much the review is important for you. So you can do it through Google, your regular email. You got your form letter. You put in your hi Susan, and then make sure you put in their code, here's the code for Susan, to Susan's email, right? You can understand why that would be a mess. What I did on one of my later attempts was I used MailerLite, and I did a database. This is basically a database. I exported this as a CSV file, imported into MailerLite, and I have a new custom field called Audible code. So then Susan and her email are connected with the Audible code, and then you can put in a code. You can put in the placeholder, where it says, dear first name, dear Susan, comma, blah 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 blah. Here's your code, and it gives the code for Susan. What I like about that is I also get the stats on who clicked, who opened, and it's easy to send it again to people who did not open. The only downside I can see with using MailerLite is that if they use something like Gmail, it's going to go into their different folder, sort of the newsletter folder or the promotional folder. It might not go directly into their inbox. If you really want to follow up, maybe send a real email to say, hey, did you get my email last week? Or try the follow-up through MailerLite. MailerLite also has an automatic resend if they don't open, which I did do and which worked. So there's a lot of steps in here. I can break them down at a later point in time if we feel the need, if this is important. But I just wanted to show Audiobook Boom. Oh, by the way, in case this wasn't clear, this has worked. I've gotten several reviews through here. Not everybody reviews, and I should keep track of who really doesn't and make sure I don't send it to them again. And that's it for Audiobooks Boom. Hope it works for you. Hope this helped.